Hey guys, Jake here, and today I'm going to be going over my Reginald Kastle or Shark deck profile for the duel you're about to see in a little bit. So here we go, let's get into it. First of all,
on Joey's face.
First of all, we're running Mermaid Shark because he adds a fish monster from level 3 to 5, and you can see in this deck that he's going to run a lot of fish, but there's a few aqua and sea serpents in here. Got Big Jaws for just a big beater. Shark stickers for whenever you summon a fish monster, you can special summon him from the hand with him. Friller Rabka, which is whenever he's in the graveyard and your opponent were to attack, you can banish him, and that opponent's monster loses 500 attack points, and the turn is negated, or the attack is negated. Drill Barnacle to attack directly and gain 1,000 for each. We got a Needle Sunfish for whenever he hits grave, one monster loses 500 attack points. We got a Tripod Fish that whenever he's special summoned from the graveyard, you can make a monster gain a level. So yeah. We have a Skull Kraken in our level 3s, and what he does is he blows up a spell face up on the field, and he just switches himself to defense mode. So yeah, pretty good. On to the level 4s, we have a Devil Shark who makes every fish monster level 4 become level 3, and he attacks twice. And then opposite, we have Spear Shark who increases to level 4 and does piercing damage. We have a Hammer Shark who makes his level 3 to special summon a level 3 monster from your hand. We have a Xyz Remora, so if there's an Xyz monster on the field, you can detach 2 units to special summon 2 level 4 water monsters from your graveyard to the field, but their effects are negated, so you can go for like Shark Drake or whatever as you'll see. We have a Deep Sweeper, who he's basically just an MST if you tribute him. A Shocktopus, which whenever it's destroyed by battle, the monster who destroyed it by battle, it equips onto it and its attack becomes 0 and cannot change its position. And then we have a Silent Wobby, which is a pretty fun card. You give it to your opponent's side of the field, and you get to draw a card, but your opponent gains 2,000 life points. Or you can just use it as a 2,000 tank to just sit there. On to our level 5s, we have Eagle Shark and a Panther Shark that basically just, if they're on the field, you can special summon each other from the hand. And then a Gazer Shark, who you banish him to target 2 level 5s in your graveyard, and you special summon them, but their effects are negated. Onto our higher guys, we have a Shark Kraken, who's just a 24 beater. We have a Jaws Man that he gains 300 attack for every other water monster on the field that's not him. We are running 2 Hyper Ancient Shark Megalodons that he used in the anime, only to help Kite bring out Neo Galaxy Eyes, but whenever it inflicts damage, you get to pop a monster on the field. And ending our monsters, we got a Big Whale that you tribute him, and you can special summon 3 level 3 water monsters from your deck, so you can go into lots of stuff. Onto our spells, we got an Aqua Jet, which increases any fish, sea serpent, or water monster basically up to 1,000 permanently till it leaves field. We have a Salvage to get back those water monsters in your graveyard. We got a Falling Current that makes any monster you want become level 1, 2, or 3, your choice. We're running a Different Dimensions Deep Sea Trench, which is whenever you activate this card, you banish a monster from your graveyard, hand, or field. But whenever this card is destroyed, you can special summon that monster back. He runs a few staples. He runs an MST, he runs a Book of Moon, and of course he runs a Monster Reborn. And then since he is one of the King of the Baryons, or one of the Baryon leaders, he runs a Rank Up Magic Quick Chaos and a Rank Up Magic the 7th one to get out those over 100 numbers. Onto our traps. We're running 2 Poseidon Wave because he used 2 in the anime. And basically it's a negate attack, but for every fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster on the field, your opponent takes 800 points of damage. We have a Bubble Bringer, which basically level 4 higher monsters cannot attack directly. We have a Splash Capture. You banish 2 fish from your graveyard to steal a Xyz summoned monster that was summoned that turn. You have a Torrential Reborn, which basically whenever water monsters on your field are destroyed, you can bring them back and your opponent takes 500 points of damage for each. We have an Explosion Urchin, a really weird card that basically does burn damage and 1,000 to your opponent, but your opponent has to have a face-up trap, so it's kind of weird. Icy Crevice, so whenever one of your monsters is destroyed by a card effect, you can target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and they take the attack as life point damage. And then finally, he does run a Mirror Force. On to the extra deck. He runs a Submersible Carrier Arrow Shark, which is you banish basically a card to deal damage to your opponent 100 for every banished monster in your banish zone. We have a Black Ray Lancer to negates monster effects, basically. We have a Shark Caesar that for every shark counter on him, whenever he battles, he gains 1,000 attack for each. We have a Tri-Age Levia, which he used in the manga, like the D team or something. But it's the same as Black Ray Lancer. You negate a monster's attack, but I think they lose 800 attack points or something like that. And the other effect is that whenever he destroys a monster by battle, it's banished. So it's pretty good. He runs Bahamut Shark, his ace in the manga, which brings out any rank 3 water Xyz monster or lower. We have a Shark Fortress that just lets anyone attack twice. As for his numbers, we see him run a Leviathan Dragon, which boosts by 500. His ace for a very long while was Shark Drake, one of my favorites, being able to attack a monster, detach, bring it back with 1,000 less attack, and an attack again. We are running Shark Drake Vice, which is sadly one of the 2 cards that you have to have 1,000 life points or less to activate the effect. But you basically banish a monster. One monster on your opponent's side of the field becomes 0 attack, so you can hit over. He has a Nightmare Shark in the manga, which lets you any water monster attack directly. We're running a 73 Abyss Splash to double his attack during your player's turn. We have an Abyss Super Splash, his rank up, which basically whenever he attacks, he gains that monster's attack. Plus he has a cool little effect of he can't be destroyed by card effects. And since he is a Varian, he runs 101, which steals monsters. We have a C101, which steals monsters without using overlay units. And if he has an overlay unit and he's destroyed, he comes back and you gain his attack as life points. And then you have Chaos Xyz Bury in Hope, who basically becomes any number you want him to be. And that was my Shark deck profile. He's a huge, my favorite character in the Zexal anime. And he has a pretty interesting deck as well. And just subscribe to the Sonic Ducks and we'll see how the duel plays out.